EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll roll him out right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of the drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to try and run. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Here comes the rookie 7th round. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Jacobs going to try to middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. The Chiefs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chiefs 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. With Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback, expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Offense set to get this drive started. 1 second, all that remains. 93. The final shot here before half for Carr. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And again, it's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. Don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
They will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Carr going to throw. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr rolling to his right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To the running game with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And some room to work. 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
211 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They run it with Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Carr. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Throwing his car. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Mahomes. Finding Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Las Vegas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.